Hello, teacher and everyone. Today, our group will present the finding of our interview project conducted with an employee at Danone, Vietnam. And the purpose of this interview was to gain a deeper understanding of the organization, its culture, and the workplace challenge experienced by the interviewee. We will also analyze the challenge using the leadership and management concept discussed throughout this course and evaluate the solution proposed by both the interviewee and our team. Before we begin, I would like to introduce our group member, Thảo Nguyễn, Hằng Nguyễn, Bảo Nguyễn, Khánh Nguyễn, and me, Bách Phạm. And our presentation is divided into several sections. First, we will introduce the target organization and the interviewee role within the company. Next, we will discuss the Danone vision, mission, and organizational culture. We will then examine the workplace challenge identified during the interview and relate them to the relevant leadership and management theory. After that, we will evaluate the proposed solution and present our team recommendation. And finally, we will conclude with the key finding and lesson learned from this project. So let us begin with some background information about the organization. The interviewee is currently working at Danone Vietnam, a multinational company operating in the fast-moving consumer good or FMCG. More specifically, the company focus on the specialized nutrition, infant formula product, and Danone is well known for promoting health and well-being through the nutrition-based product that support consumer at different state of life. So the interview work in the marketing department as a marketing executive specializing in the brand content for the Aptamil Advance. As part of the brand content team, she is responsible for the supporting brand communication activity and the marketing campaigns. At that time of the interview, the employee was still relatively new to the organization for about 6 months, which provide a valuable insight into the experience of a new team member adapting to the company. So moving on to the Danone vision, mission, and organizational culture. According to the interviewee, Danone mission is bringing health through food to as many people as possible. And this mission reflects the company commitment to improving the public health through the nutrition and food product. Its vision is one planet and one health, emphasize the relationship between human health and environmental sustainability. This vision highlights Danone belief that the health of people and the health of the planet are closely connected in terms of the organizational culture. The interviewee described Danone as a collaborative and supportive workplace. The company encourages open communication, teamwork, and knowledge sharing among employees. In addition, employee well-being is considered a key priority, and structured support is provided to help new employees adapt to the organization. From the interviewee perspective, teamwork, accountability, innovation, and collaboration are some of the core values that shape the company working environment. So now that we have introduced the organization and its culture, we will move on to the key workplace challenge identified during the interview presented by Thảo Nguyễn.
Thank you, Mike. And from the interview, it's become clear that the marketing executive content brand interviewees job is not only about creating market campaign. She also had to deal with many different challenges in her daily work. And the first main challenge I mentioned here are the first is the time pressure. Second, it cross the department coordination. Next is about the data overload, and the final is adapting to market change. And Okay, look at each of them in more detail. First, the time pressure and prioritization. The interviewee explained that she often had to manage several campaigns at the same time. Her responsibility covered many stages, from planning and content creation to monitoring results after the campaign is launched. On top of that, unexpected issue can happen at any time. For example, there's maybe certain change in the market or urgent request from management. And when this happens, she needs to quickly adjust her plan and shape her priority. Because of this, it can be difficult to decide which tasks should be handled first, and sometimes urgent tasks take up so much time that there is less opportunity to focus on the long-term strategic activities that help the brand grow. And the second challenge is cross-department coordination. Marketing campaigns require cooperation with many departments, especially sales and supply chains. However, each department has its own objective and way of working. And she's mentioned that there are times when departments are not fully aligned. Information may not be communicated clearly, or different teams may have different expectations. As a result, coordination become more complicated and can affect the effectiveness of marketing campaigns. This shows how important communication and teamwork in marketing. And the next challenge is a data overload and a decision making. Nowadays, companies have access to huge amount of customer data through the digital platform. This data can provide valuable insight about customer behavior and preference. However, having a lot of data doesn't always make decision easier. According to the interview, one of the difficulty is identifying which information is actually useful, and sometimes there is simply too much information available, making it harder to focus on the key insight that support effective decision making. So the marketer needs strong analytical skill to select relevant data and use it effectively. And the final challenge is adapting to market change. The marketing environment changes very quickly, and now technology, social media trends, and the customer expectation are constantly evolving. And because of this, as marketer cannot rely on the same strategy forever. They need to continuously learn and update their knowledge and adapt to new situations. And one important thing the interviewee emphasized that flexibility and continuous learning are essential in order to stay competitive and achieve successful marketing outcome. Yeah, and this on the slide, this table summarizes the key findings from the interview. Overall, these findings show that being a marketing professional today requires much more than creativity. It also requires strong communication skill, analytical thinking, problem-solving ability, and the flexibility to adapt in a constant changing environment. And next, my partner will present the relationship to leadership and management theories.
Thanks, Thảo. And my name is Hằng Nguyễn, and today I will discuss the relationship between the interview findings and several leadership and management theories, including leadership style, motivation, communication, stress management, and organization culture at Danone, Vietnam. The first is regarding leadership style theory. The interview showed that Danone operate in a very fast-moving FMCG environment. Employees often manage multiple campaigns while also handling urgent operation tasks, so they need clearer guidance and stronger support from managers. This situation can be linking to Pareto theory, which explains that leaders should provide direction, support, and resource to have employee performance effectively. Although Danone promote an empowerment leadership style that encourage teamwork and professional development, empowerment alone is not enough, and manager themselves also face high pressure from deadlines, KPIs, and cross-functional coordination. Therefore, effective leadership is contact requires flexibility, clear communication, and continuous support for employee. The next is in terms of motivation theory. The interview highlighted the challenge of balancing urgent operational work with long-term strategy planning. Employees spend a lot of time responding to last-minute requests and market change, leaving less time for creativity and innovation. According to the motivation performance model, employee performance depends on motivation, ability, and organizational support. The finding suggests that heavy workload may gradually reduce motivation and job satisfaction. However, training development opportunity and managerial guidance can improve the employee engagement because employees feel supported in their growth. And the next is communication in team management. The interviewee explained that communication gaps and lack of synchronization synchronization often happen between marketing, sales, and supply chain department. The reason is that each department has different priorities. Marketing focus on brand image, sales focus on revenue, and supply chain focus on operational efficiency. Team management theory suggests that effective teamwork requires shared goals, transparency, and coordination. Therefore, Danone may need stronger communication system and better cross-functional coordination to improve campaigns performance. And the next year for stress and conflict management, the interview identifies several major stressors, including work overload, time pressure, and rapid market change. Employees often focus on short-term operational tasks, which reduce opportunity for strategy thinking and innovation. In addition, conflict frequently occurs because departments have different priorities and expectations. This aligned with conflict management theory, which explains that role conflict and communication problems are common in complex organizations. Uh, Therefore, stress at Danone is influenced not only by individual but also by organizational complexity and operation pressure. And the final is regarding organizational culture theory. Danone promote values such as teamwork, collaboration, innovation, and employee well-being. These values have create a supportive environment and increase employee engagement. However, The finding also saw a gap between the company's value and operational reality. Communication barriers and coordination difficulty still exist, and employee may feel pressure to continuously perform and adapt. This suggests that organizational culture alone is not enough, and Danone also need stronger coordination process and better workload management to maintain employee well-being and long-term performance. In conclusion, the interview finding demonstrate that employee experience that Danone Vietnam closely connected to the relationship, motivation, and communication strength management in organizational cultural theory. Overall, the why Danone has a supportive and collaboration culture, the company still face challenge related to workload, pressure, communication, and coordination in a highly dynamic FMCG environment. And the next part, I will invite Bao to continue our representation.
Uh, Thank you, Hoàng. Based on the finding, I suggest three main solutions to address the workplace challenge experience at Danone Vietnam. These solutions include stronger manager support, better communication and coordination among departments. Our team evaluate these solutions using the leadership, motivation, communication, and shared management theory discussed through this talk. The first solution proposed by the interviews is stronger manager support and guidance. Our team consider this an effective solution because it aligns with backbone theories. According to the theory, leader should provide direction, support, and resort to help employee achieve this goal. In Danone fast-moving environment, employee often face multiple campaigns, tight deadline, and expected challenge. Better manager guidance can help employee prioritize, reduce uncertainty, and make more effective decisions. However, our team believes that manager support alone cannot completely solve the problem if worldwide demand remain too high. Therefore, while this solution is uh, beneficial, it should be combined with other organizational improvement. Um, the second solution is improving communication and coordination between marketing, sales, and supply chain department. Our team, our team strongly agree with this solution because communication gap and coordination difficult were identified as major workplace challenge during the interview. Based on communication and team management theory, effective communication can reduce understanding, improve transparency, and strengthen collaboration. However, communication alone may not eliminate on conflict because different departments often have different priority and performance targets. The third solution is continuous training and professional development. Our team believe this one of most effective along long-term solution because it supports the motivation perform model. Training help employee improve their skill, adapt to challenging market conditions, and remain competitive in the rapidly evolving digital marketing environment. However, training may have limited impact if employees continue to experience excessive work life and time pressure. Uh, why why the interview solution are valuable? Our team believe additional measures are needed. First, we recommend implementing a structural work-life management system This recommendation is based on the time management discussed in class. By distinguish urgent tasks from important tasks, employee can focus more effectively on strategic effectively while reducing workplace stress. Second, we suggest regular cross-functional meeting involving marketing, sales, and supply chain team. This meeting can improve information sharing, align expectation, and reduce misunderstanding between departments. Finally, we recommend strengthening employee well-being program, additional stress management workshop, wellness initiative, and work-life balance program can help employee cope with pressure of a highly competitive environment. Next, Khánh will continue presentation.
Yeah, okay, thank you for inviting me. And hi everyone, my name is Kang and I will now present the session 6, which focus on the requirement need to successfully implement the proposed solution and our team evaluation for those requirements. First, based on the interviewee identify three main conditions that are necessary for the proposed solution to work effectively. The first condition is strong managerial support and guidance. The interviewee explains that employees often have like they have to manage multiple marketing campaigns and while they also have to respond to unexpected requests and urgent tasks. So because of this, manager play a very important role in helping employees to prioritize their work, allocate resources efficiently, and provide direction when challenges arise. Without sufficient support from managers, employees they may struggle to balance short-term operational demands with long-term strategic objectives. The second condition is improved communication and coordination between departments. In Danone Vietnam, successfully campaigns require cooperation between the marketing, sales, and supply chain department. However, the interview reveals that the communication gaps and misunderstandings sometimes occur because each department has different priority and objective. So I think better communication would allow department to share information more effectively and they can help the employee understand each other expectation and reduce conflicts that may negatively affect the campaign performance. The final condition is identified by the interviewee is continuous training and professional development. The digital marketing environment changes very rapidly with new technology, marketing tools, and consumer trends emerging constantly. Therefore, employees need regular opportunity to they can develop their skill and knowledge in order to remain effective in their roles. So the training program can help employees to adapt this change and improve their ability to make informed marketing decisions. So after examining these requirements, our team believes that they are important and necessary conditions for implementing the proposed solution. First, managerial support is strongly supported by the PATH goal theory. According to this theory, leaders should provide guidance, support, and resources that help employees achieve their goals. In the context of Danone Vietnam, effective managerial support can reduce uncertainty, improve task prioritization, and help employees cope with their work and pressure. Second, better communication and coordination are also essential. Many of the challenges that are identified during the interview were related to the information gaps and coordination difficulty between departments. Effective communication can improve transparency, strengthen the teamwork, and ensure departments that work toward common objective, and they are better than focusing only on their individual goals. Thirdly, the continuous training is important in the FMCG industry, where market condition and consumer behavior change very quickly. So training helps the employee improve their skill, increase their confidence, and adapt more effectively to the new challenge. It also supports the employee motivation by showing that the organization is invested in their professional role and future development. However, our team believes that the condition alone may not be sufficient to guarantee successful implementation. So, for example, manager can provide guidance and support, but employee may still struggle if workloads remain too high or the resources are limited. Similarly, the communication can improve the coordination, but communication alone sometimes cannot completely eliminate the conflict when departments have different priority and performance targets. In addition, the training program may not produce the desired result if the employees are too busy to participate fully or apply what they have learned in the practice progress. So therefore, our team recommend providing employees with adequate resource and technological support. This includes the access to data analytic tools, digital platform, and sufficient team support. This resource can help employees to manage the large amount of customer data more efficiently and make it better to the marketing decision. Second, we also recommend strengthening the employee well-being initiative. Although Danone already emphasize employee well-being, we think that additional stress management program, wellness activity, and work-life balance initiative could help them cope with the pressure of fast-moving FMCG environment. Finally, the department should establish their role and expectation when marketing, sales, and supply chain team work toward common objective. The collaboration that become easier and conflict caused by different priority can be reduced. So employees themselves also play an important role in successful implementation. Employees should actively participate in training opportunity, communicate openly with the colleagues, and remain adaptable to workplace change. So in conclusion, our team believes that successful implementation require more than managerial support, communication, and training alone. We think it requires a combination of organizational support, adequate resource, employee well-being initiative, clear role, and employee commitment. So by integrating all of these factors, Danone Vietnam can better address workplace challenges while improving both employee performance and organizational effectiveness. So this concludes my section on the implementation requirement and recommendation. Thank you so much for the attention. And I would now like to invite my teammate back to present the conclusion of our report.
So in the conclusion, the interview reveals that employees at Danone Vietnam experience several workplace challenges. Even though they work in a collaborative and supportive environment, the key challenge include the workload pressure, difficulty in cross-function coordination, and the need to process large amounts of information and adapting to change in the FMCG industry. And the finding also demonstrate the practical application of the leadership and management theory discussed in this course. The leadership support effective communication, employee development, and the stress management is play the important role in influencing the employee. In addition, the interview support the idea that performance is affected by three main factors: motivation, ability, and the organizational support. Overall, the solution proposed by the interviewee are relevant and aligned with the management theory. However, their effectiveness could be further improved through better workload management, stronger collaboration between departments, and initiatives that support employee well-being. And by combining the organizational support with the effective management practice, then can be better address workplace challenge while maintaining the both employee well-being and organizational performance. So this is the end of our presentation. Thank you for listening.